I had to turn off my music for you guys. I am so beat. Working all day in the sun. The last 2 days makes a huge difference. So, remember I told y'all only an idiot would set, for like a 2-3 hour heal time and fall asleep. Well, I set it for 24 hours, so I had healed quite a bit more than I would have, which would have been 0. What's up, Carlos? I feel like I failed to hit the ruins. Oh, and I never RC'd either. That's 2 days in a row. No, I played some when I was younger. Why? Don't tell me you want me to play 2K. What's going on, guys? They did finally put the War in Order on the YouTube as a selection to advertise the game. It's so funny. Yeah, I used to be into sports. I don't have time to follow, and a lot of politics involved in it, so I haven't. I always liked watching football. Football was my favorite. I was never a big baseball person. Played a little bit of soccer. I think it's a interesting sport, but not a big fan. Basketball, I think, is pretty cool, but again, all this political bullshit. Hockey, yeah, that's a game that I know nothing about. All I know is Elliot in the morning, DC 101. The Capitals is my cousin's ex. He was a big Capitals fan. Alright, so I need to make sure I'm doing my ruins. Oh no. I don't want to see. Alright. So I got until later for them, but I gotta pick up these troops. Should be 1 day, 10 minutes. Roughly. Shit. I need to hit up my farmer. It's too busy. Alright, so the Colossus has kind of like been a slow moving standstill for me lately. Why they changed it, so where now you get relics all the time, not crystals. So I got a bunch of relics, but it takes me a while to get the crystals to continue. But I already have 2 activated. Both, were at 70. And then I'm running the infantry up to 90 to get this, rather than running the, oops, I hit the wrong button, running the mage. Nice. Make sure you're sending 1 of every troop. And then this is the damage. I explained that last time, but what to expect with the Colossus is either going to be just the stats that are going to slowly crawl, or they're going to do something else with it, I think. Yeah, well, it's lots of mage for these, the swarm monsters. I need to do... Where is it? There it is. Because I will forget if I don't do this right now. Alright, now I can just join in with him. And then that's good for now, using some stamina. But the Colossus is going to come from the Fiend. Yeah, right here. You know, it tells you the story, skip. And then now we're winning more relics with it because every time we kill one. Alright, so let me put up. I hate having to do this every time. You know, especially when you're rebuilding your army. There's a bunch of stuff you don't care about, you know. Seriously? I still got 20-some thousand left. Crazy. Alright, see, there's my 21 crystals. Get your 10 relic fragments. You know, I can do that. I'm not going to get a awesome score. I can just hit it again, but because of my stats, I'm going to get the crystals anyway. So then I go into my inventory and I can see how many I got. You can see I get the relic fragments. There's another relic to add to the big old pile I have that I can't use because I don't have enough crystals to get there. And I don't even know how much it is yet, so you guys, either you guys already know or you'll see when I see. So I'll show it to you. Oh, here's on. Anything good? Faith emblem. I like hitting these and watching my inventory just drop low. But that just happened, and literally, like, I had a stack, like a full page worth of all new stuff that I had to combine. And I accidentally started combining it before I realized I should screenshot it and put it on my Instagram. You know what I mean? But anyway, so that's what your basic focus is going to be for the Colossus to get the free stuff. Now, there's also the, which event do we win? Is it Fortress Wars that we win the, I think it's Fortress Wars is where we win the stuff for purchasing crystals and stuff, and then you win them event to event. Now, I know that I was on a long time. On one of these. I don't know how, you know, not having any army, but I was. There's got to be a reason 428 sitting on there. What's up, Das? Got to be a reason. They got to be tough for some reason. Let's see how that works out for me. I don't even have my good gear on. I need to drop his infantry. Quickly drop his infantry and start on his angels. My infantry's gonna go. He's got a lot more angels than I do. And I'm already flanked. So that's my fault. I didn't even have my troops in a lineup. It's because I don't have any troops. And it sucks. Alright, so go back out of here. Which one? Well, whatever. We'll put on that and put this because I'm using some archers. Of course, I get that. Oh, I get both. Apparently. Oh, I forgot about presets, but is my beast already out? This is what I need to do. This I should. I'm in a rally though. It's probably not going to let me. Oh, I forgot about the quick one. Where is that? Did I get 10 waves? Yeah. Did anybody join? Nope. By myself. Alright, friend. Lagging out on me. I haven't done my reset stuff yet, so I'm trying to like get everything. Because this is a live stream. I don't know why I did that 40%. I was hoping that it would give me something better. What is that? 2,000? I'll wait and try again. Since I messed up. Now that should give me that final spend the gems one. Yeah. So now that got me a whole bunch of coins and a bouquet for... Oh, I can only buy 2 of them. SOB. What else can I get? 200. So 600 per 10. Wisdom Emblem. I think I just upgraded that one, so we're gonna find out in a second though. I might be wrong. Doing the tack on calves. I don't know how to answer that. Don't go eccentric and do like the mystic type stuff, but all of your regular tech should be done. I mean, you want all stats as high as possible, regardless. But so if it's cheap, then do it. But if it ain't, then don't. Unless you're going to be a calf person, which I'm not. But I'll tell you what, if somebody sold me the right price castle that is and has been from the beginning, calf supported or whatever, maybe it is now, but it's got all the stuff I want for the calf support, I would totally do it. I would get that. Them horses are unstoppable, but I'd like to see some infantry, like, that's a long walk for that rally. I'd like to see the infantry max out stats too, and kind of comparingly, think about a complete target, not just like a heavy, mage target that's gonna get consumed by the cav and then get owned and flanked while it's getting suckered into unloading and staying on the cav. Which the cav the whole time is dodging attacks and stunning them and everything else, while his backline's just tearing you apart. I need to hit a monster because I don't want to not trade that, but I don't have time to wait for it. All right, yeah, I do. So the Colossus, I'm still used to where it's, way out here, but no, no, it doesn't make sense. Infantry, archer. They're too close together at the beginning. That would be a cool look, to just have both infantries, both archers, with angels in between them. And then some cav on each side, just like to be the wingmen to run up ahead, but to just be heavy, solid infantry. Or just one straight line, obviously, which keeps from flanks in a sense, but let's see, I would use T12 infantry, T13 archers. Even with the T12 infantry alone, if you don't put any odd infantry, if you don't put T13 infantry, I don't know how tough those are, but they're right. But man, now you got me really thinking into this. All right, so I don't know how tough they are, the T13 infantry, because I haven't had any experience with them. All right, so I'm not going to down infantry, but I would be happy with the resistance of the T12 infantry as my front line, my angels behind them, and then a split of archers, T13, T12 possibly, to knock down the front line with the T12's infantry bonus, and then go heavy with the T13 archers, not only because their stats are higher naturally, but because they have the bonus of mages, and everybody's heavy mages. And that's what I was getting at with slamming a target. Like, infantry ages plus pain to bow. Archers. Let's go to this wonderful archer here. So, what is it? Is there an exclamation point? What does it max out at? What if you did infantry and cav and you were just a huge fucking castle? And you just teched out everything. Like, think about it. Somebody that's spent to be C40 already, they got enough shit to max tech everything. When I got slammed, walked on as a 30 some mil battle power C35, I don't even think it was, I think it was just T12. The video's up, you guys can see it. But he just sent marches back to back to back, and he had it was in Savage Lands, so he had the extra bonuses for the march increases and stats increases, but man, he was just sending. Yeah, I had just Cav 0 or burn my castle solidly, but I mean I'm always running like 15 mil battle power back then, something like that, and I was a tier down. I think it was. No, I think it was straight up T10 Cav, and I had low front line, and I wasn't T11 yet, so those Cav just owned my T10 mages. Like, just ran straight up to them and ate them. And the mages, the T10 mages, they're defensive, but they don't have the bonus for the Cav, and the Cav have the extreme HP and defenses. Boom, there you go. So they're sitting there, and they have a good attack on them. As Colossus is reset, you need some remaining classes required to level activate 2 Colossuses. Otherwise, you will only be able to activate the one. I already know that. So I would guess that if I just go over to my mage because I'm a dummy and I'm not thinking, I can tell you. Now, people, I don't understand. I have not done all the math to be like a scientist on this stuff. Okay, I just go with my gut because I try and go with the all-around stats because I know in the back of my mind what I'm always shooting for with all my options. And something that is a big deal when it's available is damage. Okay, so I don't worry about you only get what, like 7% more if I straight up just maxed out this mage attack ability. Yeah, but you're talking about, bro, you're talking about a big spender, okay, to start with. You're talking about somebody that's really spending money, that really loves the game, and they're investing into these stats to get these extra skills. And obviously, they've been spending all along, so they have all the stats. Like, you can't just get a few pieces of gear and a couple stat increases, and then think the strategy is going to work. You're talking about it works because it's a one up right now. It's extreme to send. Like, you don't see him sending the T13 Cav as heavy. I'm trying to think of every C40 attack I've taken. And it's not that many, obviously. It's more attacks, attacks we dish out. So, but I'm used to being hit by, T12 Cav, all the time, obviously. So, anyway, so the percentage increase that I can afford to get, yeah, because you're talking about later, when people now know that the Cavs are the key and they're adapting to it. And after time catches up and C40 is not so far away from everybody and they've all kind of built up their skills. Yeah, but then what if you want to change up is what I'm saying. So you got to pick a strategy and stick with it. Like I said, I would buy a built castle or something. If I was big money or something like that I could do that. But the damage skills is what I would want. And the reason that I keep the 2 Colossus is because it adds these 2 stats in the math alone. Even if these stats were worthless to me for like a special bonus, but they were just like, like it wasn't reduced damage from angels. It was just like, um, I don't know, some extra attack or something. But I would want to go with whatever ends up a higher total in stats because it kind of ends up going that way. Now, strategy works because you can buy yourself time by knowing exactly what their makeup is, and then you just, send the extreme to their weakness and use your strength against their strength, but tear up their weakness. Um, so I keep two Colossus activated. Uh, Even if I tried to like max out a couple of my skills, right? Like if I did this before, it's in a video where I maxed out as far as I could go with mage attack. I just went as far as I could go. I think I got like 17%, maybe it was 21%. I can't remember, but you're only talking about 10% or something like that with all them skills. But then I only had a couple stages of this that I could do, and that's all I would have really wanted aside from the reason that I did this though was because I wanted to see if it helped with the increase in attack against the monster, the fiend or the tyrant or whatever it was. So I wasn't worried about damage. But I don't want to spike up all my attack and then just put a couple little plugs in for a couple percent of damage. You know what I mean? I want you need your extreme. That's why the calves work the way that they do because they are an extreme. They are 100% the target that they want to be. They get in where they want to get. They attack the way they need to, and they survive. Um, and soak it in while all the back line is just wide open. Everybody's shooting at the cav or they're fighting right up against them. You know, the infantry is bumping up against cav sideways or head on. Archers are next, and or mages come first if they get flanked. But the whole point in the way that the cav works is if you can invest into those mystic stats, the dodge and stuff, and then add to it. What's up, Dayton? I'm just trying to stick with a thought. I'm trying to keep on a task. Uh, because I got, one of our viewers asking great questions. And I wish I had the money that I could just, figure it out. I wish I was that guy. This is a channel that I built for my perspective and understanding of the game. I tried to explain to people, and they had a hard time understanding me explain it. So they said, like, visually, somebody told me, try it on, line, and then came the YouTube channel. So, now, these calf, okay? Hold on. Yep, I can better now. 330. Yeah, the two red artifacts. I bet. Yeah, see, and that's serious, especially when even it would take the T13 mages to really counter them heavily. Because T13 mages, you got like 300k T13 mages, you just send at those cav. They're gonna demolish them. Like it's nothing. But if you're talking about T12 mages, they'll get demolished. So the cav has the damage increase against angels, the attack boost. That's cool. I like that. But it doesn't have the mystic stats. Alright, it's just talking about extra stats. And these stats are important if you're using an extreme. Like I said, like cav is an extreme. It works because it's an extreme. You're investing everything into those cav to be as Superman as possible, and then you're gonna have as big of a march as possible so that you can have as high of a backline with the highest attack that you can achieve while making your fronts eat bullets. And you can do that with infantry too. Everybody talks about cav because it's not common. Same thing with the archer castles. And then boom, you get hit and it's like, whoa, that was archers and cav, or that was cav and mages. And it's like, yeah, it's awesome to see, but guess what? My infantry mages get slam make kills like that all the time. Now, if you're talking about sending them strong Cav up with some angels and just having side by side Cav with the angels floating along behind him. Oh my God. That's how you just eat them alive. That is how you walk through a target. So if you got some those mystic stats on them Cav, and you got the tough angels and you got the mystic stats on them angels, you get your artifacts in order, your beast skills in order to support it, um, even your obsidian steel, you know. But the great thing in attacking with obsidian steel is investing into damage while attacking. So you invest in that in the, I think there's like 3 pieces that you can get that commonly on. Or you can get damage when defending if you're not an attacker. But, you know, I can't answer everything because I've never done it. I understand it and I've been slammed by it, but I've also eaten it a lot, eaten it up. It's not Superman. It's not going to be the win all take all. This game is designed that way. But it's really cool to see. And nothing else has dodge and stun. You're talking about if somebody attacks you is half your size, but they're able to dodge one or couple of your attacks while also stunning you while you a couple of your attacks. So that means that you're missing those attacks, and all the while this is happening, you're slowly losing your troops, and the focus is becoming on less and less troop groups to take out, and then eventually it's going to be your best troop group that's going to have been dodged or stunned, and when they lose a turn, it's a huge deal. So let me read what your comment was. What would you say the main focus should be? HP booster, archer attack, on gear, or make them even? Hold on, so are you going to be an archer cav castle? Thought you were a mage cav. Well, it's not about stopping stun, it's the chance. It's the chance that you do get stunned. And no, you can't stop it. It's just a skill that they have a chance of having. Just like if you activate, you switch to archer cav, you want archer attack because archers can't reach a very high attack. And if you're talking HP, dude, then you're talking like your cav ain't lasting long enough. Your archer shouldn't be getting touched except for some defense skills or angels, mages getting an occasional shot in or something like that. But ultimately, it should be all HP on them. Cav. All HP and defense on them cav. And then you're going to want all the attack you can get. And then, sure, HP. But really, I'd be more focused on damage. You're talking about gear, though. So if you're going to go with the obsidian, you're talking about the gear you should pick or the obsidian that you should put on the gear. Like if I was gonna I gotta go in the forge because I don't have any of it. Right there. So that would be your weapon. You definitely, the obsidian you should, okay, the obsidian you should put on. No. If you're gonna enhance, brother. If you're gonna enhance. Alright, infantry attack, archer HP. What boots would you be wearing? I don't have. I'm gonna have to go. I don't have. Okay, this you'd be wearing right there, the Radiance belt. Enhanced. So let's see what they got to select. Army size is a good one. Army size plus the percentages that you get based off your force expansion and your drill grounds, but overall it's a total percent over the complete amount of at a base foundation. So you add 650, then it becomes 900, whatever as you enhance it, but ultimately that percentage is adding to a complete number. That the higher it is, the more exponential it is. So if you're going to be a cav archer and you want to use obsidian steel, okay, you're going to want damage increased against infantry, obviously. That's well, there you go. So damage increased against angels is not going to be something that you're going to be thinking of your cav necessarily, but when you're talking about gear, you're talking about your full army. So damage increase against angels, that's your cav. It's going to be hopefully working on their angels while your back line is still 100% alive and slamming their angels. So that also adds, and angels are also a very strong component that you have to deal with in every castle. There's a lot more castles you have to deal with angels than a lot more castles you have to deal with high strength cav in high numbers. Damage increase when attacking, that's general, but it's a higher stat. Now, we already know that you're going to get higher stats when you're comparing attack in the same level to a damage stat. So the damage is just another number. Look at them as the same thing. So attack is a category. It's called above tens. And then damage is a category. It's called the below tens. And there's negatives, there's resistance, there's positives, and what have you. But ultimately, it's all just numbers that you got to put together. But in what way? Well, if you can go extreme and your castle is only built with what those stats, those extreme stats are, then that's when you're talking you want to isolate specific stats and match them all up. So it's just 100% supporting your calves, 100% supporting your archers, and then anything else is going to be general based off of, your angels, which you're always going to deal with, or their angels, which you're always going to deal with, or their infantry, or their, I would use a general stat like attacking when attacking because you're an attacker. So if that's available, so you're not just isolating yourself to one troop. The isolating yourself to one troop support would be only regarding yours, so cavalry take less damage from, but that damage increase against cavalry, you don't want that because it's not going to, unless you know that it's just a high cav strong castle. Let's see, golem attack worthless, damage increase against archers, that's isolating to the archers. What if he's got same amount of mages? Damage increase in elite wars, that's like somebody that has obsidian out the butt and then just hits 25 fortify until it comes out. Angel limit is something that I like to keep on a piece of equipment so I can put it on when I need to replace some angels and top them off. God willing, I'm ever maxed out on angels. But yeah, so on this particular piece, it'd be damage increase against infantry because your horses are going to be hitting them. But really, are you an attacker? I would go with damage increase against angels. Because it's going to be tacking onto your full army. I'm not looking at your cav could end up hitting anything. They could end up going straight to the archers. They could end up going to the infantry. They could end up going to the mages. It all depends. Right, so you're going to want damage when attacking because that is a complete damage stat that adds to the total. Um, you're able to achieve higher stats in a concurrent way. Um, if all that your castle is made of is what your stats are supported, and you're doing exactly what you support, that's going to be the key that's going to make you resistant or unstoppable. So, how do I put that into perspective? Like Angel HP. See, I got Angel HP on the Chaos bracelet. I could. I think there's Angel HP on one of these. Angel Attack. I could add Angel Attack. That's hard to get, right? So if you're gonna focus a full Angel Attack with your Cav, because you got 103k, T12 Angels, and you got 200k T12 Cav, or 200k T11, T12, T13 Cav, whatever the case, and you just want to send them, forget the archers. Damage increase when attacking. But I would go with Angel Attack with that damage increase, because you can see which ones I use already. Damage increase when attack, damage increase against angels, reduce damage from angels. Damage taken reduced when attacking. I'm an attacker. Damage increased against angels. Reduce damage from angels. I'm always, I keep them angels in mind, my friend, because those are the ones that are always there. But now T13's out. But what troop are we worried about with T13? All of them. But the most serious one's going to be those mages. Because against anything and everything, they have a special bonus. And they have the highest possible stats. So I need to pay attention. I'm talking to you guys like in a way that I'm thinking so heavily. It's not so much a visual right now. It's kind of an explanation tutorial. So with the Colossus, the reason I said what to expect is there are they going to add something to it? Is there going to be something to come that's going to change? Because it seems like it's kind of dulling out. It's kind of just sitting there. I'm sure, active players flip these things all the time. Now, I didn't see a Colossus preset. Where is it that all the presets are? They're in here, right? I don't remember where they are. I think I found it looking in achievements. But why don't I remember? I'm halfway there on the merit. Too bad I don't have time to make myself a star in EWs anymore like I used to. So, basically, you're going to want to choose a front line, I would say, infantry or cav to start with, and get that sucker to 70, and then start working on your back line. Or you can support your back line first until you can get it to 70. That's what I did. and I supported mages until I could get it to 70. And then once I was a little bit higher, then I flipped it over and put it to the infantry at 70, and then just added to mage attack and damage, and just slowly increased. Now I'm working on the infantry again because it's key that they have damage reduction skills in multiple ways. And that's what I need to try and keep up with, especially now that a lot of people are going to have T13 soon. Oh, did you guys see that they put War and Order back on the YouTube choice? Apparently I was in War and Order. It's funny, ain't it? I told you they'd do it. Every time I bring something up, they do it. That's what we need, Colossus presets. Yes, we do. At least 3. You guys need to be making 5 presets minimum. Not fast enough. Right, exactly. But can I? Is that even a thing that I could do? How can I prove it? I mean, I can show the video and me saying it, and then the update and the date, that they did it. And I can show that it's happened consecutively. Commonly. Nobody gives a shit anyway. The video vet program was proposed to me. I said yes to it, and then I worked with her to build it, and then here we are. But she's gone. She wanted to go have a baby. She was awesome. I mean it. She was the best. The princess is cool too. She's not our language, but she's cool. So it's a different time zone that I have to, if I need to contact or whatever, I have to wait until real late. Or wait and get them, send a message and then wait for the next day to get a reply. My fingers apparently are not being sensed. Dude, my hand, I think I missed my recheck appointment, to be honest. No, and I've done way too much with it that I shouldn't be. Same with my poor cat. forgot about that. It didn't help. Ain't milking them tonight. Ain't melting them tonight. But I had that gold 30% yesterday. Got 2 of them now. Got hot today, boy. Didn't help. What's up, lady? Getting spanked. Uh-oh, it's frozen. Good. Kill it. Yes. I have good days and bad days, I guess. No, I mean, I got 2 reckonings, so I try and use them the right way. Appreciate the praise. Love it. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Uh-oh. Sometimes it's worth doing it early just to get the extra points to start putting more damage in. I forgot about you. But I expect some HP loss. Come on, crossbows. Show me how you work. I don't have the extreme stats I had on them last time. It's alright, we still got 40 HP. Now them big old slow moving things are coming. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get either of them. Obviously, nothing special. A thunder spell. Well, that'll buy me a little time before I die. All those crossbows, and he's just taking it like a champ. Uh-oh. That's the end. 27K like it's normal. I'm starving and I need to go to bed. I wanted to touch on the Colossus because somebody had asked me, and I still hadn't taken the time to make the recording, do the math, write up anything, nothing. So I wanted to finally at least touch base and to get it a little bit understood. It's free to reset. You can try different things. It's always best to kind of feel things out for yourself too, so that you can try and learn how it works. So you can start to more quickly instinctually learn how to see things as they're happening. And that's all key to everything that I'm showing you is, me, I'm very used to messing up to finally learn the right way. So, but you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me, but it's late again. I'm tired, but we will have plenty of time to come next couple of days, over the weekend and everything. Nothing special. I missed Savage Lands. I did stick my castle in there, but I got hit a couple times. No, I wasn't on. There it is right there. What we were just talking about. But look, survivors, 1,100. Only 1,476 wounded. And that's the T-13 archers. This is a mage guy. But look how many cav he sent. This is exactly what we were talking about. And then we got to go into the stats. But you see this guy had his infantry, had some horses, but we're talking about me. And it's sad, because I just got owned. Replay, high speed, 68.390. So yeah, I'm still hitting his back line. You see, the whole time. Oh, that wasn't it. It was this one. Okay, so you can see. He's a mage guy, but he's got his archer damage increased on mages that high. Damage reduction for cavalry, right there. That's part of an extreme stat for Cav. Damage increase against infantry is huge, and that's a big deal. Doesn't matter if you are infantry or Cav frontline. Damage increase against angels. He's much less than me. Damage increased when defending is more than me. Not much. He has a higher critical strike. Reduced when defending. This says he, I guess he's more of a reduced damage from mages. This guy went ham on that. I kind of took that out. Look at that damage increase when attacking. See, but also I had to jump on while I was working, and I just threw my troops in, so I was wearing nothing gear. So anyway, my phone's about to die and I'm starving. Talk to you guys again tomorrow night, hopefully, or maybe midday. Thanks for watching.